What's going on, guys? I am Switters. This is your easy solo guide to the final preseason mission called Defeat ZAKHAEV. This is the Act 3 final mission. After watching this guide, you will 100% be able to do this solo. It is really not that difficult. You will unlock all of your rewards, you will defeat ZAKHAEV, you will get the end cutscene, and you will get this pretty damn cool Bone Collector skin. I think it's probably the coolest skin in the game right now, but maybe that's just me. But I like something that you can actually earn. You don't buy it. You actually earn it by doing this mission. Anyhow, let's jump in and get set up and get ready to do this. The very first thing that I want to mention is you can absolutely cheese this boss fight. No problem. You will be done in a minute, and I mean that literally. In order to do that, you just need to use the experimental gas grenades in your tactical, and you use the thermite grenades as your lethal. You need to throw both at the ORCUS boss, the big worm boss, when you get there. I'm not going to show you how to do this, by the way. It's super easy. There's no point. When you get into the boss fight, when you get to the actual boss, you just throw your gas grenade at it, and then you throw your thermite at it. And then you throw your gas grenade at it, and you throw your thermite at it, because you have two of each, right? There is an ammo pile. You just go refill, and you repeat. You throw your gas grenade, you throw your thermite. You throw your gas grenade, you throw your thermite. Refill at the ammo pile, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So there's no need to show you that. It's unbelievably easy. It's going to be patched. It might even be patched by the time this comes out. I honestly don't know. I have not bothered to do this myself. I've seen the videos of other people doing it. It's totally up to you whether you want to do it or not. But I'm just letting you know that it is an option, but it will be patched. So if you were trying to get this done, you just want to get through it real quick, you can definitely do this. Give it a shot. But it's not hard to beat, just kind of the straight way, the regular way anyhow. So let me show you how to do that right now. As for your loadout, this is what I use as a solo player. For me, I just use the SVA, the assault rifle with the 60-round magazine. That way, when I pack-a-punch it, it will be a 120-round magazine. At this point, you should also have a ray gun. Getting it from either the schematics or a case that you had that you didn't use in-game. You saved it just for this. Now's the time to use that. You're going to want to go ahead and use the ray gun. If you don't have a ray gun, you're still going to be fine. You'll get this done. You can use a regular gun. Just make sure you triple pap it. Even with the ray gun, might as well triple pap it. You probably have a crystal that you could use to triple pap. Perks, speed cola, jug, dead shot, whatever you actually like to use, go ahead and use. On your secondary, in this case for me, it is my assault rifle. I'm going to go ahead and double pap that at least, and maybe put the legendary tool on it. Do a couple of contracts at the beginning of the game. Go from single papping to double pap. Be fine. If you want to keep going to triple pap it, totally fine. That exfil location will still be there for you to take you over to do this mission, so you'll be good to go. Once you have done all those things, you are triple papped, you have all the perks that you like, you have an extra self-revive kit perhaps, all the armor that you need. Now you pull up your tac map, and you can locate the Defeat ZAKHAEV exfil on your map, and that's where you want to head. Call in the helicopter at the exfil site, obviously, and then we are good to go, and we are off to defeat ZAKHAEV. The helicopter will take you to a portion of the map that you have probably been to before in the Tier 2 zone, so it's going to be somewhat familiar to you. This is the power plant area of the map. It's going to pull in across the, I was going to say across the road, but it's not across the road, it's across the river here from this bank. You're going to go ahead and jump out and parachute across, and basically this is the beginning of the mission. Now, all you've really got to worry about from here until the boss is dealing with some mercenaries. They're really not that difficult. Just keep pushing forward. On your mini-map, you will see a mark that you are headed toward. Just keep heading in that direction. I use this left alley here. That's how I go. You can go straight up the middle. You can go to the right. Totally up to you. I just go up the left here. And again, I'm just making my way toward that mark on the mini-map. There are some booby traps along the way, some trip mines, things like that. So just keep your eye out for them, shoot them, take them out. This part, honestly, it's really not that hard. At this point, you've dealt with many, many mercenaries. You know how they work. You know how to deal with them. You're going to be just fine. You, of course, will be getting some zombies as well, even some mini-bosses, mimics, but your gun should be so powerful, you'll take them out nearly instantly. They're not going to be an issue. Again, just keep pushing forward. Go to an ammo pile if you need more ammo, and just keep getting kills, and we're heading toward that mark on the map. And now that we have gotten close to ZAKHAEV's facility, we need to find the Ethereum enrichment device. Head inside the building here, and then we're going to head again toward that spot on your mini-map, and you can actually see it in front of you as well, that yellow mark. And we're going to go ahead and plant a bomb on the Ethereum enrichment device. There are plenty of mercenaries in here, so take cover, get some kills when you need to. They're never going to stop spawning, though, so just keep moving forward, keep going where you're going. Normally, I've said this in my last guide, what happens with the mercenaries is they will shoot you, they will be very accurate, they will rip your armor off, and then they will continue to shoot at you, though they will probably not be so accurate. They almost always give you time to heal and to put armor on. Take cover. Don't just stand out in the open and go, okay, you know, Switter said they're not going to shoot me anymore, so I'm going to be fine. No, 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 no. Get cover, but you should have time to heal. You should have time to replate your armor. Again, I know you've been picking up armor along the way here because it is my #1 thing for solo players. Armor, 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 armor. When you finally get to the device, go ahead and put the charges on it. You're going to get shot a little bit while you're doing it. Don't panic. Just get out of the way once you put the charges on, re-armor, and now we have a new objective, and we're heading to a new spot, again marked by that yellow dot. And that objective is get to the neutralizer. Again, you're going to have zombies spawning. You're going to have manglers, some bosses in this field in front of you here. Especially, you're going to see there's some traps, some booby traps, trip mines, things like that. Just take your time and keep pushing forward and head towards your next objective. As you approach the neutralizer, zombies will continue to spawn, and a helicopter will deposit some mercenaries on the ground. Go ahead and deal with them before you run up to the neutralizer. Not a big deal here. You've only got a few zombies and not too many mercenaries either. Important thing to note, in this building right here that's right next to where you're going to activate that neutralizer, there is a buy station, so you can buy armor whenever you need it. It's going to come in huge. And there is also an ammo pile, so you can constantly refill your ammo and your tacticals and your lethals. These will be huge. Buy armor whenever you need it, refill your ammo whenever you need it. These guys here that I'm shooting at, and I'm like, why am I not doing any damage? Those are our guys. So you don't need to shoot at them like I did. Go ahead and activate the neutralizer. And then shortly after that, there will be an explosion and a helicopter will spawn in. You need to go ahead and shoot the helicopter, take it out. This is a great time to use your ray gun because it'll take it out in seconds. And immediately there, here comes the big daddy, big ORCUS, and just lay into him with your ray gun now. And again, if you don't have the ray gun, you're going to be all right. Just use your regular weapon. Now, this guy only has a few attacks, and they're really all pretty easy to deal with. You basically just kind of want to stay away from him a little bit. Just kind of stay behind these buildings. Keep putting shots into him as you can. Hit the purple spots. Those are the ether spots. They're his weak spots. You do more damage when you hit him there. You can do damage as you're shooting at him in the other spots as well. Really, he's only got a couple of attacks, like I said. He can lunge at you, as he just did toward me, and I ran away from it. And he can breathe this kind of ether crystal fire at you as well, just like that. I just want to go ahead and mention one more time, you have a buy station and an ammo pile that you can use at any time. And again, it's inside a building, so you are fairly safe there. So if you need more ammo, go get it. If you need more armor, go buy it. You're going to have some zombies spawning in on you. Deal with them. They're not a big deal, especially if you have the ray gun. But like I said, even with your AR, whatever other weapon you chose, if it's triple papped, you're going to be melting these guys anyway. Not a big deal. Now here is another attack, and it's actually his coolest one, where he burrows underground and he comes up underneath you and shoots you into the sky. It seems like it's going to do a ton of damage to you, but it's not. It's actually kind of just a little bit of fun. Just make sure you pull your shoot and you'll be totally fine. Other than that, really not that big of a deal. Now once you get him below just about half health, he brings out his final attack. And that's really the only other attack that he has. And he sends out these kind of orbs, kind of like the Void Bow in Horizon ZAKHAEV. If you played that, you can see them right there floating in front of me. These things will attack you. They're going to come for you. They're going to do some damage. Again, they're going to take armor off you. But once again, you have a buy station and you have an ammo pile. Just make sure you're shooting these things out of the sky because they do hurt you. If you can shoot them before they hit you, that's great. Otherwise, you should just be laying into the big worm as much as possible. Just keep shooting him. Aim for his weak spots and you will get through this a little bit faster. And that's really all there is to this boss fight. There's nothing special about it as far as tactics that you need to use. Just again, use the buildings as cover, move around, refill your ammo, refill your armor, and just keep shooting him. Aim for the weak spots and shoot and shoot and shoot. That's all there is to this boss fight. Like I said at the beginning, it's really not that difficult of a boss fight, especially when you compare it to the end of Act 2. This is way easier than the end of Act 2. So if you did that one solo, you can definitely do this one solo. Anyways, guys, if you found this helpful, please drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. You help me out big time by doing so. I would greatly appreciate you. Leave a comment as well. Let me know if you got this done your first try. Take care, guys. I'll see you in another one real soon. See you in Season 1 here real soon.